Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I know so many of you over on TikTok have been blowing up the comments asking for this, so today we're finally doing some customer reviews analysis for it. But before we dive into that, be sure to check out this exclusive discount available for it. You'll find it in the description and in the first comment under this video. Now, let's not waste any more time and jump right into the details.
Let's start with our first reviewer's experience.
This reviewer found this mouse to be remarkably lightweight, with all its buttons and the scroll wheel providing a satisfying and tactile feel. Although the entire peripheral is constructed from plastic, it feels sturdy and well made in the hand. Our reviewer particularly loved the integrated thumb rest, noting it was a significant factor in their decision to acquire this specific model. The biggest selling point for this client, however, was its plug-and-play nature, which doesn't require any bloated proprietary software to be installed on their computer. All settings are stored directly on the device itself, meaning it works consistently across any machine it's connected to. This was a huge advantage for this user, who works on a Linux system and is often overlooked by major manufacturers who don't produce software for that platform. The ability to customize the device through a simple web portal on the manufacturer's site was described as a neat and highly convenient feature. Despite this praise, the experience wasn't without a few frustrations. This user noted that the customization options have some strange limitations. For instance, you are locked into 5 preset DPI stages and cannot add more or disable any of them. Similarly, there is no option to bind a button to cycle through different user profiles. Accessing the web-based configuration tool also proved restrictive, as it only functions on Chromium-based browsers and, contrary to its claims, would only work for our reviewer when the mouse was physically connected with its cable. For fellow Linux users, an important technical note was shared. Most systems will block the web portal by default for security. A quick search on how to add a UDEV rule for this type of peripheral is necessary to get it working. Overall, even with these quirks, the reviewer expressed great satisfaction with this computer mouse and confirmed they would be sticking with it.
Fantastic. Now, let's see what insights our next reviewer has to offer.
This reviewer stumbled upon this wireless computer mouse quite by accident, noticing a distinct lack of buzz surrounding its release. Intrigued by claims of a similar design to a popular Logitech model, our reviewer, a longtime fan of Keychron keyboards, decided to take a leap of faith. Apparently, they were seeking a lighter alternative to their existing, somewhat hefty mouse. Well, they were blown away. This client states that this mouse is, hands down, the best they've used for the price in the last 5 years. Considering they've tested nearly 30 different mice in that time frame, that's high praise. The reviewer goes on to express satisfaction with everything from the tactile switches and well-placed side buttons to the smooth stock skates and the feel of the scroll wheel. They even appreciate the thoughtful placement of the DPI and polling rate buttons. The mouse's build quality also impressed them, noting the lack of shell flex and the grippy coating, which they find even better than what Razer offers. Honestly, this reviewer couldn't find a single fault, emphasizing the incredible value for money. They promised to update their review if any issues arose down the line, clearly impressed with Keychron's seemingly under-the-radar success. Update: a year later, and this client reports that the mouse is performing just as well as the day it arrived. After consistent use for work as well as gaming, they are sticking to their original assessment.
Wonderful. Now, let's explore the feedback from our next reviewer.
This reviewer feels that this computer mouse occupies a rather unique space in the market. It's not often you find a mouse that attempts to bridge the gap between lightweight gaming performance and ergonomic design with added functionality. Most ergonomic options tend to be heavier, making them less than ideal for fast-paced games. Conversely, many lightweight gaming mice often lack the extra programmable buttons that can be useful for productivity tasks. This particular mouse seems geared towards individuals who enjoy gaming, especially first-person shooters, but also want a device that can handle some degree of productivity. Our reviewer pointed out that there are certainly mice that specialize in either gaming or productivity and excel in those specific areas. However, this aims to be a jack of all trades, and that's not a bad thing at all. This client also suggested steering clear of the highest polling rate option, as they feel the standard setting provides ample performance. While this reviewer is generally positive about the mouse, they did note a couple of drawbacks. The material quality feels somewhat inexpensive, and they weren't particularly fond of the type of switches used. They described them as requiring more force to click, though acknowledging their increased reliability. On the plus side, the scroll wheel and side buttons were praised for their feel and ease of use. Finally, for those sensitive to noise, this client mentioned that the switches are on the louder side.
If this video helped you out, give it a like and hit subscribe for more. Got thoughts? Drop them in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.